Thanks, Jim. All right. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the Ventnor City Commission meeting October 9th to order. May please rise for the flag salute. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Thank you. Cindy, roll call, please.
Commissioner Landgraf,
Here.
Commissioner Mento, here. Mayor Kribel.
Here. Pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided. The agenda for this meeting is posted in City Hall and at the city's website at www.ventnorcity.org. We also have a live streaming announcement. The City of Ventnor offers live streaming and the option of public comment via remote access as a convenience to the public. In the event remote access is unavailable for any reason beyond the city's control, the city will not pause or stop the live meeting. The city reserves the right to discontinue remote access at the discretion of the city for any future meetings. We have no presentations this evening, correct? The following items are scheduled for the commission portion of this meeting. This is the workshop meeting. We have no minutes this evening and we have no ordinance introductions. We do have a public hearing and adoption of ordinance 2025-020. This is establishing the Ventnor taxation 5-year exception and abatement program. Any comments or discussion on that in our workshop portion?
Just from our standpoint, I think, we've all seen the benefits of it. It continues to upgrade our housing stock. It's an old island, a lot of older homes. While we like to preserve the ones that can be preserved, this allows folks that have to take that building down some benefits, and it's shown to be a positive for the community. Increased ratables for future generations. We looked at that. We had Bill's here tonight. We've all talked to him about the benefits that we see in the long term from these abatements. We're giving up full taxes for a few years 5 years at the beginning of these things, but you look at the long haul, and that's what we're here to do. Look at the future. I think this is something that has shown to be a benefit to our city, and certainly a benefit to the housing stock, as I said.
I would agree with everything that Commissioner Landgraf says. Commissioner Mento, did you have any comments?
Yeah, Bill and I went over the numbers today.
Mike's not on.
There you go.
Bill and I went over the numbers today for the last 5 years, and it appears there have been significant benefits to doing this, and the numbers are fairly significant. And you could play devil's advocate, and none of us really know in the end, but it looks like something that we want to continue to do for another 5-year period.
Yep.
I agree again with everything you said. I think that there's a misconception that the individuals pay no taxes, and that's not really the case. If I could just ask you to explain what our tax assessor exactly what the percentage is when they apply for tax abatement, and I would have to agree. There's to be competitive in the real estate market that we have, there's a benefit in the long term that eventually plays out. And as these big homes come off the rolls, we get the full tax amount, and they're always. So I'll let you say what they're always paying and what they're not paying.
Sure. So with a lot of these old houses, as you know, this started because of Hurricane Sandy or Superstorm Sandy. There was a lot of properties that were really in bad shape and nothing was going on, and they needed to be torn down. So it's an abatement for a blighted area in need of rehabilitation, and it really needed it. So what happens is someone comes in, they get a permit, they knock down the house, so the house becomes zero at the next year. So if you knock down your house anytime during the year, it stays on for the whole year, regardless of how nice it is. It stays on, and then it comes off the next year. And then when it's completed, it gets an added assessment. So for example, if it's—
So in other words, just to interrupt, if
Yeah.
there's no house, you're not paying taxes on the house.
Right, but
Zero.
you're still paying taxes on the land.
On the land.
Right. So if you knock down your house in December, it comes back, it goes on the books as just the land value. So when you finish your house, so for example, if it gets done in June, it gets a completion date of July 1st for taxes. That's when they would get a 6-month added bill in October. And then in the following year, they would get 30% off of that new improvement value that we have for 5 full years. So they still pay the full added amount, and then they get 5 years of 30% off just the improvement value, not the land.
Right.
So they're
Which
paying
is good.
70% for 4 years.
Yes, for 5 full years.
5 full years.
Yes,
And of the improved value, the buildings, and then the full amount on the land.
yes, the land's always full amount. It always has been. It's not touching that. There's a lot of misconceptions, like Lance was saying that they're not paying any taxes. That's simply not true.
It's not true.
Actually, the houses that are being knocked down are older houses, and their values are much lower.
Right,
So just by having that new house, even though it's abated 30%, it's 2 to 3 times higher
right,
than what it was as a 1910 house or even a 1970 house.
right. So it's closer to it's closer to a non-loss at that point, and then it grows back into a full amount.
Correct.
At today's rate and value. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Sure, no problem.
Thanks, Bill.
So we'll have, we have a number of resolutions this evening by consent, items 313 through 320. These will be approved through consent. The first of which is 313. This is requesting, this is a special improvement. This is a
Sway revenue.
special revenue, chapter 159. This is about $4,000 for a DWI checkpoint, which we get every year. Any questions on that?
No.
Next is 314. This is appointment of Joseph Wooten, a permanent position as police chief. He is out right now with shoulder surgery, but looking forward to been really working well together, and I appreciate all his experience and his help with the police department. Any questions on that?
Completely agree. He's done it, stepping in, filling big shoes, and he's done a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for clarification for the public, this is basically a formality now that civil service has ruled him to be
Right.
eligible for the position after serving.
Yeah, they have to do 6 months in it, and then
Well, they call for a list and he's the only one on it.
Mhm.
gotcha.
Great. Happy to have him in that position, and hope he recovers from his shoulder surgery. Next is 315. This is a refund of camp fees for basketball, pretty self-explanatory. Resolution 316 is Lance, this is your
Yep.
area, right? This is Pool of Engineers. Do you have any
Yes.
comments?
We're going to keep doing this for now. There might be a change at the end of the year. We had some meetings today with Ed and some other folks that we're going to keep this pool for now. Like I said, Ed is going to be pulling back a little bit by the end of the year.
Right.
And we're going to work around that. But I think we talked about it today, and keeping that pool is actually still a good option for now.
Seems as though it works
Yeah.
very helpful.
And Margate shares this pool. So
Great.
we kind of appoint them, we talk to them, make sure we're all happy with the 6 or 7 engineering firms. And it gives us the best of the engineering consultant world.
Right.
We can pick the guys that are good at doing, Arthur Chu is a small engineering company,
Right.
does a great job with bulkheads, and they're not hugely expensive. Does a great job with it. So, and the bigger projects, the drainage and the stormwater and sewer lines, we look to de Blasio and Palestina to do that work.
Right.
So, and R&V jumps in on certain things that they're experts at. So it's worked very well for us for, I think, the 9 years we've been doing it.
Gives you ready access to those
Yep.
engineers, the right experience in the pool for the jobs that come across. Great. Resolution 317. This is the Municipal Alliance, just a change in name for something we do every year for substance abuse. It changes the name, but the same work that they do with the cities, with a long partner with the city. They use our facilities from time to time and create different programs. 318 is a resolution authorizing the payout of firefighter Daniel Carew for his retirement, I guess you would say.
Sick time, I think.
Sick
about it.
time. Sick time. 319 resolution is this is Lance, your purview
Yeah.
in the boardwalk.
Yes, Ed, to give us like a breakdown, we put it out to bid, and then Nicole's got some comments on it as well. We got good bids, just to start it with that. I mean, the bid range was, from a low of 8.4 to a high of 10.5, which shows that honestly that the specs and the bid process worked really well. When you have a short range like that, it shows that they understood, they got the memo, they understood what they were looking at, and we got good numbers. So just, you want to go through them real quick, Ed? Hit that.
Hit the button there, so you're agree. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We had 5 bids, 5 very good contractors. We would have been happy with any of the 5. As Commissioner said, the bids were very tight, which represents a high understanding of the scope of work and the bids. So the low bidder is Fred Chavone, $8.4 million roughly. It will replace the boardwalk from Cambridge Avenue to Jackson Avenue completely. New pile from the piles all the way up to the railing and the lights. It's a good bid, and as you know, it's funded in part from a $7.1 million grant from the state for the boardwalk preservation. And that grant has a deadline to spend that money before the end of next year, before the end of 2026. They are asking that we complete the spending, we expend that money by October of 2026. So it's important to award tonight and to get the project started. And it's going to be a great project. We're excited for it.
Just to be clear, so we're going to award the alternate bid number 1, which changes the lighting from the 35-foot high lights that we have now to a lower but more poles, which will allow for better lighting on the boardwalk. Right now, it doesn't meet any pedestrian standard that we typically use in the industry. So lights will be lower, but they'll be a little brighter.
I think it's always been a complaint that the lights would go out a lot. They would also feels like a black spots in the parking lot kind of thing.
And the lower poles are better for Public Works to maintain, so better for us to maintain, they will both. In fact, both designs will meet our ordinance for lighting, with the exception the 35-foot poles are higher than what our ordinance
And what
allows. But
the concern I had with increasing the wattage of those lights at a higher elevation is that it's going to spread that light out a lot further. So you're going to impact the residents that live there more with the higher lights and brighter lights to get the same effect down low on the boardwalk. So we talked it through that, and de Blasio, and they made the recommendation. I think that's the way to go.
Is there a defect with the mounting base of those existing lights?
Underneath the boardwalks, that's why we need it
That's
replaced.
what we need to replace. Wasn't a defect so much. It was a
Rebuilding from scratch, man. It's all going.
got it.
yes,
All right, brand new. And the side benefit is we're going to is because of those lighting poles, we'll get more poles, which will add to the banner count, which is already sold out for next year. All 50 banners are already sold out.
good for you. Yes.
Just making.
No, I like it. I told you before, I liked when you said it downstairs.
Waiting list is there.
Yeah, it's good.
And usually we leave a couple for us to have like a farmer's market banner or something like that. And this year they're all booked with paying banners. So good.
Well, now we got some more options, at least for half the boardwalk.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you.
Nicole, you had a couple comments on this one.
Sure. I just wanted to add that I did speak with Ed about this and reviewed the documentation that had been sent in. And from our perspective, legal perspective, it seems like this would be the way to go. We do have the support of the engineers who are confident that the bidder can perform the project. My understanding is they've done similar projects, and particularly with regards to the timeframe that we're operating under, this is the way to go.
And I think Roger agreed to our quality
Yes.
UPA.
Yeah. Everybody on the team was in alignment on this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. That's a substantial grant, and the ability to use it is something we can't miss. So well done on all hands
Yeah,
of getting it done.
we're looking forward to the project. It's going to be an interesting winter working on that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Pilings and
yep, everything's coming up.
great. Great. So the last resolution is 320. This is very exciting for us. It's been a long process, I think, but this is resolution to authorize execution of a redevelopment agreement with DAJ Ventnor LLC, who's, they're actually here, a group of them as well. This is our Troy Avenue School, also known as previously known as Troy Avenue School, known as the Ventnor Business. If you want to make any comment, is it okay if they want to make any comment at this point? But I personally, I think that is something that's going to activate that part of our central business district. Not, to have all the kinds of draws and things that a vibrant city can have on a shoulder season, which we're already feeling, though our shoulder seasons are getting flatter and not spiking in the summer, that to have that kind of population and another landmark. For those of you who didn't see it, the lighting plan, bringing that to view with the city on the streetscape is going to be something that will be part of our culture soon, once it's activated with businesses, restaurants, hopefully, and other and then new homes, which there's a huge amount. So if you have anything you'd like to say, or any other comments on that?
Just that, they still have to come in for site plan.
Right.
This sets the redevelopment agreement with the developer. The next step, and they'll come into the planning board soon, I'm thinking. Pretty soon. October 27th.
October
So
27th.
We're on that agenda, so they'll be in for site plan approval. We'll get to look at the exact design and all that. So
Great.
looking forward to it.
Nothing new.
Nothing new? Nothing. Great. Much appreciated. And I'm looking forward to that.
Mike, anything on Mike Floyd's the attorney from Archer that prepared the redevelopment agreement. So anything, Mike?
Everyone's had a chance to review the redevelopment agreement. It is consistent with the redevelopment plan. It effectuates the goals of the redevelopment plan. And I appreciate all the assistance of the commissioners as well as Jack Plachter in negotiating that redevelopment agreement. And that resolution this evening is designating DAJ Ventures as the redeveloper and also authorizing the execution of the redevelopment agreement.
Excellent.
And consistent with our master plan.
Correct.
Yeah. Great. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
All right. Moving through the workshop, we'll have approval of bills and payroll. I do not have any discussion items
No.
at this point. So at this point, if there's anyone who wishes to comment, any member of the public that wishes to comment on items that we have discussed so far in the workshop, we limit that to 3 minutes per person. If you have any comments, I have a motion. May I have a motion to open up the workshop to public portion?
So moved.
I have a second.
Second.
Roll call, Cindy, please.
Commissioner Langgraf?
Yes.
Commissioner Mento?
Yes.
Mayor Kribel?
Yes. Seeing mostly professionals in the audience, is there anyone in the Zoom platform that wishes to comment on anything that we've discussed so far in the workshop meeting? There will be a point at the end of the commission meeting to talk about any other topics.
Anybody on Zoom wish to question or comment any of the items spoken about, please make yourself known by raising your hand or in the chat feature, and you will be recognized. No.
Hearing none, may I have a motion to close the public portion of the workshop meeting?
So moved.
Second.
Have a roll call, Cindy?
Commissioner Langgraf?
Yes.
Commissioner Mento?
Yes.
Mayor Kribel?
Yes, may I have a motion to close the workshop portion of the meeting and call to order the regular portion of the meeting?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
A roll call, Cindy?
Commissioner Langgraf?
Yes.
Commissioner Mento?
Yes.
Mayor Kribel?
Yes,
We were supposed to do an executive session.
at the end. No, you missed that. We just,
Maybe we could do, we're doing first so we can get out of here.
Unless
Tom changed it, I don't know.
do we do
No, because these are going to be quick.
yeah, this will be quick. That way we can do it on one shot. So we have no approval of minutes.
Nope.
We have no ordinance introduction. May I have a motion to open for public hearing ordinance 2025-020, readopting the 5-year exception and abatement program.
Make the motion, open the public hearing on ordinance 2025-020.
Second.
May May I have roll call, Cindy?
Commissioner Langgraf?
Yes.
Commissioner Mento?
Yes.
Mayor Kribel?
Yes. This is public hearing for motion for the ordinance of 5-year exception. Any comments from the Zoom platform, Jim?
Anybody in the audience wish to comment on the tax abatement ordinance, please make yourself known and you'll be recognized. No.
Motion to close public hearing on ordinance 020.
Make that motion.
Second.
Roll call, Lisa. Cindy. Sorry.
Commissioner Langgraf?
Yes.
Commissioner Mento?
Yes.
Mayor Kribel?
Yes. May I have a motion to adopt ordinance 020 as described earlier?
I'll make a motion to adopt ordinance 2025-020.
Second.
I have a roll call, Cindy.
Commissioner Langgraf?
Yes.
Commissioner Mento?
Yes.
Mayor Kribel?
Yes. May I have a motion to adopt resolutions 2025-313 through 2025-320 by consent as described in the agenda and earlier in the workshop meeting?
Make a motion, we adopt resolutions 2025-313 through 320.
Second.
May I have a roll call, Cindy?
Commissioner Langgraf?
Yes.
Commissioner Mento?
Yes.
Mayor Kribel?
Yes. Can I have a motion to approve bills and payroll?
And she reads them.
Yeah, I gotta read them. Payroll from September 14th to September 27th is $670,320.57. And the amount for the bills is $747,566.88.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
A roll call?
Commissioner Langgraf?
Yes.
Commissioner Mento?
Yes.
Mayor Kribel?
Yes. We have no announcements or safety reports as I'm aware of, but we may have commissioner reports. Do we have any commissioner reports?
Just a couple things coming up. We've got a storm coming in this weekend, hitting Saturday afternoon. Nor'easter, tidal flooding. We've had that with the full moon the last couple days. Dealing with that a little bit in the heights. See you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
We will be shutting down the pier probably sometime Saturday afternoon. Expect 50-mile-an-hour winds, so we don't want people out there.
Right.
And we'll evaluate when we're going to reopen it Monday or Tuesday. So we're shutting the pier down.
There's all the Halloween decoration.
Probably. There'll be ghosts flying all over.
Oh, you mean on the benches?
In our houses.
Yeah.
Oh, on our houses. Yeah.
So that's something we're going through. I think I went through most of these projects at our last meeting. So I don't want to go through too many of them more. We got a lot of utility work coming up under design, things like that. I'll report on that at the end of the month. So none of it's been awarded yet. So we'll work through that. So not too much from a public works standpoint. We're still closing things down. The showers and things will be shut off on the pier, on the boardwalk. The bathroom will be locked up on the pier probably sometime middle of the month. Closing down the water line services and like that.
New sign switch outs on the.
Sign switch outs on the pier, on the boardwalk. Did we include bunnies in that one?
No bunnies are included on that one. No. There was a situation when bunnies were on the boardwalk, but we
Bunnies.
resolved it.
We resolved it.
They're not.
That's all I have. After that.
We're moving forward. With going live with the new payroll, and we're still running parallel though to make sure everything comes out okay. Correct, Tom? Right? We're moving, I think the next payroll, we're going to be moving with the new system, but still running parallel just in case. Amy's been doing a fabulous job with that. It's an ugly task. We are using it for timekeeping, yes. Okay, so something like that's beyond ugly, but it's moving along nicely. Knock on wood. We are pretty much concluding almost our 2026 schedule. It can be found on our event dates on our social media pages. We're continuing to receive sponsorships, and if anybody's interested in sponsoring the events of the city of Ventnor, and particularly the concerts, please reach out to us. Some of the highlights of this past time period since the last meeting. The best of the press voting concluded. We're waiting to hear if we've won in any of the areas that we were nominated for. We were nominated for Best Speech, Best Concert Venue, Best Library, and Best Pickleball Court. September 28th, we had our 5th annual event for the Manja Manja Pasta Dinner, and it was fabulous. It was a sellout, and we had beautiful weather, fantastic food, and not food, and
No feuding,
outstanding
no feuding.
community turnout. And it was a huge success. And again, we thank the Red Room for hosting that for us. And upcoming events, and mark your calendars. October 19th is the Eagles tailgate at Ski Beach. 11 a.m. is pregame and 1 p.m. is kickoff. October 26th is Halloween Fest at Ski Beach. Bring the kids. 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. There is a parade at 12:30 p.m. And I was asked to judge the parade, so I guess there's going to be some categories and
Right.
winners of something.
Tough job.
December 5th through the 7th is our holiday parade weekend. We have the tree lighting on the 5th, and we are this year going to have the Margate Community Church Bell Choir, who are amazing. And the next night is the parade, and the next night is a social at the social for families and children.
Nice.
Yeah, December 10th is the New York City bus trip, and I'll go over the December news again, but since I have it, people want to write it on their calendar, they can. And there's probably still some seats available for that. December 15th is our City Hall menorah lighting. And December 19th, we got Santa on the fire truck, which I can't wait to see go by. So that's it for the rest of this year.
Great.
A lot.
Yep.
A lot.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of stuff
And a
happening.
busy summer. They did a great job.
Yeah, really. I mean, here's a copy for you
Thank
guys.
you.
And if you want one, Tom, I have one. You want one? What? Okay.
I have a couple things. I just wanted to make a quick thank you to Ventnor Vibe. It's a seasonal store really, but he makes this he has I put these in your bin.
Yeah,
He
I
puts
saw
out
that.
this zine, he calls it. He's a graphic designer. It's kind of throwback to, it's all about Ventnor. It's got stories and photographs. All the photographs are from Ventnor residents, and there's stories and articles all written in and about Ventnor. Here he has a really great story about his trip to Ventnor in England and how there was some really nice connections made there. He puts these out in the restaurants as well, prints them, folds them, and it's really just him promoting Ventnor with no real monetary benefit for him. He's just trying to get the word out for how cool Ventnor is. Really great guy, Rob Reed at Ventnor Vibe. When they're in the summertime, they're open on the weekends to buy some really cool gear. So I just want to shout out to him and thank him for that. We have about 30 applicants for the police department now. It's a starting point there, 18 to 35-year-olds. So they started out with this time is a physical, making sure that on November 3rd, those applicants will be prepared for a physical test. It's a 15-inch, I was thinking of trying this, 15-inch vertical jump, 28 sit-ups in a minute, 300-meter run in under 70.1 seconds, 24 push-ups in a minute, and 1.5-mile run in, I couldn't do that, 15.55 minutes. We could, yeah. There's no rowing in it.
Depends on who's chasing. Depends on who's
Yeah,
chasing.
depends on who's chasing you. But anyway, Nicole, what's the try? You want to, all right, November 5th, we're gonna see if we can beat any of those guys. Nicole. A beach patrol update from the season. I put this in your bins as well. There was just as a note, our women's race, the Bill Howarth South Jersey Champion, was renamed from the Bill Howarth Women's Lifeguard Invitational. This was the first year of the race being under the South Jersey Chiefs Association umbrella. The race mirrors a traditional South Jersey Championship where winning team gets to host the following year. As a matter of fact, Ventnor women won this summer, and we look forward to hosting it the first week in August next year. And then the Women's South Jersey Championship the second week of August. I don't know if you noticed, but Philadelphia Sports on NBC picked up it was just on, you could probably watch it on demand, but they had the South Jersey Women's Championship on television Wednesday, and they followed it by the Gaudies they had on television and the South Jersey Lifeguard Championships. So they actually had NBC Philadelphia broadcasting the recordings of those, which I think is just good to show our part of our culture. The report, I won't go into it. We can put it on our website if anybody's interested, but I will say it was very nicely done. Just my brief overlook. It seems as though Lafayette Tower is in the lead with the most activity out of all the streets. They had the most minor medical, the most missing persons, the most rescues, and tied for wildlife. Don't know what that is. But could have been bunnies,
I think it's
bunnies,
ocean.
foxes, or
I think it's
could have been
dolphin and shark.
most likely dolphins and sharks. So they were tied with wildlife for Suffolk Tower.
Fox, could be fox.
Could be a fox. Foxes and bunnies don't really really, but we have both. Close second, not even close seconds, actually. Everybody else but other busy streets are Austin, Buffalo, and Dorset. So that full report, I'll put that online for everybody to see, and it's just a good graphic description of what's going on in our city in the summer.
Really well done.
Yeah.
I mean, Chief and his team did a nice job putting that together. It's not just numbers, it's graphically presented, so it's kind of neat to see. You can see where the things focus in the time of the year and the specific beaches where all the activity happens.
Yeah, so just an overview, total incidents in our summer, 2,600 total incidents, 403 calls for service. So you look at these kids, these are kids, and it's the first time they really have to act as adults, so they're responsible for people's well-being, and they're trained. So it's not just the races. These are minor medical conditions, but also keeping your kids safe and the right level of water, depending on the currents and the seas and so forth. So 403 overall incidents of the day of the week don't really marry to what you might think. It's not just the weekends, actually Mondays.
Right.
Yeah. Mondays are the highest number of incidents, 603. Next to the next one down is Thursdays at 500, and Saturday and Sunday are not so much. I guess, that kind of defies what you might think of logic, but it's really is a good report. It really is the kind of stuff that I like to see to tell you, take action on for next summer. You know where to keep the guys that do well in those kinds of conditions. So that's all I have. If anyone else has any comment, we can open up. If I have a motion to open up the meeting for public comment before we go into executive session. So this is a time where anybody anywhere can talk about anything as long as it's related to Ventnor. If I motion to open the meeting up to public comment.
So moved.
Second.
I have a roll call. Cindy?
Commissioner Langgraf?
Yes.
Commissioner Mento?
Yes.
Mayor Kribel?
Yes. Any comments from anyone in the Zoom platform? I see a few people there.
Anybody in Zoom wish to comment on any items, please make yourself known by raising your hand or in the chat feature, and you will be recognized. Okay. Lauren, you should be able to unmute yourself.
Hi, how is everyone?
Good.
You state your name and address, please.
My name is Lauren Pinto. My address is 703 North Burley Avenue.
Thank you.
I'm a little bit nervous, I'm sorry, but I have a concern about a friend of mine who was attacked and mutilated in her home in Ventnor. And I'm just wondering why the community is not being informed. We have
I don't know that, I'm gonna have to ask you to take a minute, that this may not be the right appropriate place to discuss, an ongoing investigation or police matter. The people have privacy concerns that would be, that would need to be respected and honored. So if you have a concern about a ongoing police matter, I ask you to reach out to myself personally or to the police chief, our acting police chief, Captain Cabo, unless our administrator or attorney has anything else to offer. I'd ask our
No, I
attorney.
think you hit the nail on the head there.
Did I hit it? Exactly. So I appreciate your concern, but it's not the right forum in order to discuss that.
Okay.
All of my contact information is on our website, my email, tkriebel@ventnorcity.org, or 335-1535 is my cell phone.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other comments, not regarding active investigations or cases, please?
Okay, anybody else on Zoom wish to make any comments on any items? Nope.
Okay.
Hearing none, can I have?
Mayor, can I just add just one tiny comment to that? And that is to say that the acting chief has informed us that they do not have any reason to believe that the public is in any danger.
Thank you.
This matter is under investigation. They are handling it.
All right. So just to reiterate that, if those the individuals are still on, there is no danger to the public according to our police department and the police chief and during the course of their investigation. May I have a motion to close the meeting for public comment?
So moved?
Second.
May I have a roll call, Cindy?
Commissioner Langgraf?
Yes.
Commissioner Mento?
Yes.
Mayor Kribel?
Yes. Motion to open the meeting for executive session. If there's an executive session
Yes.
comment, would you please read that?
Sure. The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act permits the discussion of certain matters within the executive session as an exception to certain provisions of said law. The Ventnor City Board of Commissioners wishes to discuss certain matters which qualify as exceptions in executive session. No action binding upon the Board of Commissioners will be taken within executive session, and the discussion conducted in closed session will be disclosed to the public when legally permitted and when the public interest will no longer be served by keeping such matters confidential. The matters to be discussed are contract negotiations.
Okay, thank you.
I would just add one other, that it's also attorney-client privilege and potential collective bargaining negotiations, because the changes that you'll be discussing would impact the unions as well, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll make that motion.
A second?
Second.
Roll call, Cindy?
Commissioner Langgraf?
Yes.
Commissioner Mento?
Yes.
Mayor Kribel?
Okay, we're back out of executive session. During the session, we discussed contract negotiations as well as union collective bargaining negotiations and matters covered under the attorney-client privilege. It will be available when they're no longer needed to be kept confidential.
Thank you. No other items. May I have except that Nicole has made a verbal contract to try out for the police department with me. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, Cindy? please.
Commissioner Langgraf?
Yes.
Commissioner Mento?
Yes.
Mayor Kribel?
Yes.
Doing a great job.